Well, thanks for keeping it Fufa TV. You are still watching the Fufa TV exclusive. My name is Alex Mugaru Bisima. Still joined by Kitara Football Club President, Mr. Deo Kasozi, speaking matters concerning Kitara Football Club, but also Ugandan football at large. President, let's speak more about the Stanbic Uganda Cup success. This is the second Stanbic Uganda Cup title for Kitara Football Club in just 2 years. How big of the achievement is it for Kitara Football Club to win the Stanbic Uganda Cup?
As a club president, I'd be very motivated, extremely motivated to see that we win Uganda Cup. All attempts we've made, when I'm a club president, the least that we have achieved is a semi-final against Vipers. We have eliminated Vipers twice from that cup. Remember the first time we won it, we eliminated them. Even this time round, we eliminated them. That shows you that if a team is organized, can go very far. Because our brothers, of course, of Villa and Vipers have been here for some long time. But even us, we're able to come and be able to organize and outsmart them in these trophies. So if you are to compute, we are the ones who have more trophies of Uganda Cup in the last 4 years because I have 2. Yeah. So, but it is all about preparation, that's what I can say. And then deliberately going for it. Because if you start and you say you want one trophy, if you see one limping, you put efforts in the other. And that's exactly what we did. And I believe that if you have a good squad, in Uganda, you can be able to compete for that, because I think NEC has played finals, with us, and we defeated them. But also other small teams, some other small teams have also managed to win this trophy in past years. But for us now, winning it twice is evident that really the club is putting in and can be able to win other trophies.
And President, you won your first Stanbic Uganda Cup in 2024. You beat NEC Football Club. A side you could say does not have a lot of history. By this time, you beat AC Villa, who are 9-time winners of the Stanbic Uganda Cup. Yeah. How sweet was that?
No, it was very okay. But incidentally, for me, I came knowing we are going to beat them. So a few people were over celebrating. Because one, we have a very good run against Villa. For me, Villa had beaten me once when we came for that game. Once in my presidency. And we had played close to 6 times. So at all times, we have been beating them. As a president. It is the same with Express. It really beats us. Even when we were still badly off, we would still get a result against them. So it was good for us. But most importantly, the fans who had traveled long distance, crossing Kampala and going to Buikwe, it was very good for us. And then the region again. And it even gave more energy, re-energized the fans in the region to mobilize for the Confederation game or games and even African Cup of Nations. Really, this trophy came in handy because we want to also work very hard so that before the African Cup of Nations we have another trophy, because African Cup of Nations will be starting in June and the league and the Uganda Cup will have also ended. That will be very good even for government. But for me, we are very happy. That's what I can summarize.
Winning the Stanbic Uganda Cup means that Kitara Football Club will be representing Uganda at the CAF Confederation Cup. For starters, is it confirmed that you'll be hosting your home matches at the Hoima Stadium? If yes, how important is that, considering that you hosted your previous games when you represented the country away from home?
Having a stadium in Hoima is extremely very important for the region and also for the club. Winning the trophy and hosting in Hoima is going to be the first time for an international game of that magnitude, which is competitive, is hosted in Hoima. Then also it will work as a rehearsal for the African Cup of Nations, because we are now looking at how the team will travel whether we shall airlift them from Kampala to the Kabalega International Airport, or they will use a bus to move, the hotel they will use. But I can confirm reliably that we have a written confirmation from the National Council of Sports allowing us to use the Hoima State Stadium as a venue for the CAF Confederation Games. And this was a requirement anyway, to submit to get a license to play in the Confederation Games. So it was part of the requirements, and National Council responded, and we are waiting just for a license for us to now wait for the draws, which are likely to happen before 10th in Morocco. Before 10th of August in Morocco, we shall be knowing who we are going to play. So it is confirmed, and the people are celebrating already. We are discussing with the fans how much they will pay to come in, because the stadium is 20-seater capacity, and the minister was of the view that we don't have full capacity to allow spaces. The fact that the stadium is new, and then not to bring in the other bad issue of people jumping here and there. But we are negotiating if we can have 18,000 maybe. So the spaces will be few. So people, when we put the tickets on sale, when we've known who we are going to play with, people should be able to buy them faster and be able to get space. As a club, we like our fans so much, so the game will not be expensive. We are looking at having that game maybe 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, depending on the team they will give us and how we are going to play, whether we are starting from away or we are going to start from home. Okay. So all those factors will determine how much we price the game. But the stadium is really not very big compared to the fans that are in Bunyoro for that very important game. So it will be first come, first serve basis. Yeah.
But you be rest assured, today you have my support, because representing Kitara now is representing the
you
country.
Have no option. You have no option. You have less options. You have Kitara, and then even you are coming. You know how the region is. Yeah. So you have no option. You have to support Kitara.
President, representing the country at the continent means money. The air tickets, the logistics, accommodation, and everything that comes with leaving Uganda and going abroad to represent the country. What is the plan like to make sure that Kitara does have a smooth campaign in the CAF Confederation Cup?
Incidentally, we have no challenge with travels. We have no challenge with travels. If we want tickets in one day, we can get all the tickets in one day. Accommodation and everything. We are just waiting for where to go, because we are computing. Our budget is being computed to the farthest distance. We are looking at maybe Morocco. Farthest distance is what we are using to budget for the trips that shall be making in the Confederation Games. And we have no challenge whatsoever, because remember last time when we failed to play from here, we were 14 days away from home. We camped we had some stoppage in Egypt, and then moved and played all the 2 games in Benghazi. 14 days. But this one will be just moving maybe 2-3 days and then coming back. So we have no challenge whatsoever in that line. But that does not stop people who want to support to give us a hand. When we get the team that we are going to play, we may put up a request for fundraising from the fans. One who would want to support in terms of tickets to the players, but also the ones who would want to travel with the team to go and watch our game abroad. That depends on where we are going. But honestly, we have no challenge. We have no major challenge in obtaining these tickets. Both you can even obtain them cash, you can obtain them on credit, because we have a very high credit capacity as well. So the travel, no problem. Maybe we also take some FUFA people, you people.
Okay, you don't leave me. So
yeah, the ones.
I'll help Josh.
We have statutory ones, of course, that the lead of delegation is always a FUFA executive member, of course, that one. But we can also get some of you from the TV.
Hopefully I'll be
and we take you. Mind, but there you should support us, not Villa. Don't come with your blue things.
No, I'll do for the first time I wear and some other clubs.
So you should inform your wife that you'll be traveling.
She knows very well. But President, what is the realistic target for Kitara Football Club when you go into the CAF Competition Cup? Because we know that the big money starts at the group stage phase. Yeah.
Incidentally, CAF has been very good for clubs. Even the preliminary stage, clubs have over 350 million shillings, which is really reasonable to me, because last time when we participated, they gave us around 180 million. They have doubled the figure, so there's also money there. But for us, for me, and the club, they have told me that for them, according to how we are standing now and the additions that we are making, that they can go up to the group stages, and I have allowed, we shall be able to give them support, and they move up to the group stages. If you realize that the two teams that clubs play in the preliminary stages, always not very difficult. You saw NEC was playing with the first time Nairobi City. You saw the teams that Vipers played. When they are when they are playing, ideally you see that there is no much difference. But I think that what makes a difference is how you handle your home games and how you handle your away games. And I think we now have some bit of experience on handling those particular games. So our target is group stages. We want to go up to the group stages so that we exceed what we obtained the other time. But if we fail, maybe we go to the second preliminary, because the last time we stopped on the first preliminary. If we go to the second, then the other time we can target. But the target, what the public should know, and the general football fraternity, that if you are supporting us, target is group stages. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go for a short commercial break, let's talk about the influence of Kitara Football Club in the region. We remember when the time we regained back promotion into the top flight football a few years back, there was a lot of hype and vibe in the region. Everyone was supporting Kitara Football Club, but I believe there has been some bit of slump. Do you also believe the same, and how are you working hard to make sure that everyone in the region embraces Kitara Football Club and we go back to those glory days where everyone supports?
I think the reduction of funds coming to the games, even us as a club, we have not put in efforts so much to mobilize funds back to the stadium, and it is not so much deliberate, but it's because the club is not lacking a lot to can be able to move with the finances. And the competition is not very stiff in the country. That you need a lot to go so far. But Kitara Football Club is the biggest sport brand in the region. No any other club that beats Kitara. And even in terms of brand, I think it's one of the top most in terms of marketing the region. So for us as leaders of the club, we want to harness on that and increase one awareness of games when they are match days. And we pray that after the African Cup of Nations, we take over the whole of Hoima Stadium, because this season it will be a bit very difficult for us to use it for club games, because they will be preparing for the African Cup of Nations. You know the Mugole, it's not good to overkumusambirira. Yes, you have to leave the Mugole to be there. So I think even the government is right not to overuse it for club games. But I know that it's going to be a busy stadium, because I think the national team will also use it for qualifiers. That stadium to me is already ready. The small things that CAF talked about, the road, they are working on it. The expansion, some bit of adjustments in the dressing room, they are working on it. So for us, we know that it's going to be a beehive of activities, mainly the games of Confederation and then the Uganda Cranes games for qualifiers. But our target is to use it in the other season, after next season, to use it for club football, because by that time it will only be hosting the international games and then club games, and we don't want it to be a white elephant. So for us, we are mobilizing. We shall have a lot of mobilization for the stadium after next season, but next season our focus is to have as many Confederation games as possible, and that's why we are targeting group stages, so that we have 5 games international 5 games. That will be very good. If we are to go into the quarterfinals, even the increase to 6 games.
Sure.
Yeah.
That will be very good, not only for Kitara Football Club, but also for Uganda as a nation. In the recent days, the former president has been preaching community clubs, and Kitara FC could be one of the viable examples of the community clubs. That's where we shall be starting from, but allow us to take a very short commercial break. We are still having an engagement with Kitara FC President, Mr. Deo Kasozi. Stay tuned to FUFA TV.